Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Williams has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Going to run with Williams. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 32. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Setting up a throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. To throw, here's McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Straight ahead with Williams. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. On play action now, McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He runs this down to around the 12-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Get the fullback involved here. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Now it's McCarthy. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings go up by 12. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds a seam down the middle. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, they'll run. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 21. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet somewhere to throw that ball away safely. Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. Joshua Carty out for the Rams field goal try. It's from the left hash, 33 yards.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drop. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 16-point ball game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And this return is brought to a halt just across the 10. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Rams. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. He's dropping back to throw. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Secure with the grab. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings make the most of the interception, returning this up to their own 25 before going down.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Oh! So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end in motion left. Give to Williams from the gun. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Set to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has his man, it's Addison. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And they bring him down around the 34. He gets 6 on that play, and that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Now McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he cuts it back right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's taken in by Cup. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Blown back, gets the handoff. Room to run inside the 20. To the house, touchdown LA! The Rams start the second half with some needed points. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. McCarthy looking to throw. Wow, wide open here. Complete. Now he's past the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Draw play, this is Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. This one's caught. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Smith able to put it through. And that grows the lead to 27.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30. 2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Got his target, it's Ahu. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll throw on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's...
Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted! Ivan Pace has got it!
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. On play action now, McCarthy. Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on it.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Williams.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Pass it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So it's a win for the Vikings. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. And with Brock Heward and our EA